Alright, so I want to show things in a little more detail. Told you guys I paid 50 bucks for everything. Crazy. It was a mom and pop estate sale, and right away I saw tables with $5 on them, and I was like, they're blowing it out. This is the sale to be at.
Chase after the right price.
Just picked this up for 40. Beautiful condition.
Did it work? Yeah, come on. Oh, well, good.
Well, I just spent 50 bucks for all this stuff. The Sony reel-to-reel, they say it works, it's got all the tapes, paid 20 bucks for that. This TMNT hockey set, it's got the figures and everything, $1 marked. I guess I'll have to show you guys in more detail in a second the rest of the stuff, but that Nimslow camera right there, paid $4. That's a heck of a score. A Mark's train set, just crazy estate sale. They were blowing everything out. That's my kind of sale, lots of fun. Alright, so I want to show things in a little more detail. Told you guys I paid 50 bucks for everything. Crazy. It was a mom and pop estate sale, and right away I saw tables with $5 on them, and I was like, they're blowing it out. This is the sale to be at. So, I got this Canon lens, paid $5 for it, 135mm in the box, got the case and everything. That's going to be in good shape. And then I paid the full 10 for this Canon FTB camera. That's in the box, and got the styrofoam and everything. Like minty fresh, beautiful, crazy condition. Never hurts to have these. Blank VHS tapes pack, paid $1. Insane. And then I wasn't even sure about these, but they threw them in for free. So like a Bee Gees tour book, and then this autograph thing of Darren Norwood. Let me know if you know who that is. I don't at the moment. I'll probably look it up and see, but I guess this is a guide to all the tapes to the reel-to-reel things there. But the Sony reel-to-reel was 20 bucks. I mean, that's gonna be good. I'll probably sell that local because it's so heavy, but they said it works. Here's the TMNT hockey, which was marked $1, and it's got all the little figures. I'm gonna have to look up like how I might sell that, but I might just sell the figures only and then sell the thing local or something. Just $1 for some sealed Sony CD-ROMs. Sealed stuff is the good stuff. But this right here, guys, this is the jackpot of the sale. I mean, this is like an insane score.
Oh my word.
So this is a very like sought after camera. It's got the 4 I guess lenses.
It's like the new iPhone.
Yeah, exactly. This is the original new iPhone. So true. And it's got like the strap in the original box. This is gonna be worth at least $200 all day long.
Take notes, Apple.
I'm gonna say probably more, probably closer to 300, because this has the box and it's in. I mean, it's never been used. This thing is in mint condition. Apple. Make the Nimslow camera. I've never heard of it. I'm not gonna lie. I looked it up, and I was shocked.
How much you picked that up for? The 4?
$4, but
Nice.
they gave me even more off as I was checking out, so it maybe a little less. But this Mark set was marked at 75. I offered 40. They took it immediately. But I mean, it is in very, very good condition. Like, collectors are gonna want this one. So I'm gonna guess that's gonna be worth 120 to 150. So 50 bucks all in for this sale. We're probably looking at 500 plus in potential value. 10x. That was a lot of fun. My kind of sale. Let's keep going. Well, the garage sales ever since the first one have been completely empty. Thane is still in Goodwill right now, but I think he's coming out. And I just picked up a Canon lens. It's an EFS 18 to 55 for $509. Should be worth about 30-40 bucks. So we got something. But that's about it.
Not much luck today.
Good thing the first sale was good. Hey guys, so the 3 hours of sales with Thane were a complete bust. So I decided that I would go out this Saturday morning. Very cold, frosty Saturday morning. Hopefully it killed the mosquitoes. But there's a sale in my neighborhood again. I asked them for video games last week. We'll see if they brought them. And then there's one sale that starts at 8:30 that has video games advertised. So we're gonna go check them out. Let's do it. Alright, so the video game garage sale went quite well. He only had a few things sitting out, but I asked a few different times and ended up getting even more stuff. Which we should probably get this PS Vita in there, because that was part of it. So, this was one of the bonuses. He was selling this for his nephew, kind of had prices on them. Looks like maybe some sold listings on eBay kind of thing. But some pretty good games. Sly Cooper, Madden 13, Sports Game List, Need for Speed Most Wanted, the Vita, with the charge, Sly Cooper again. This one is Thieves in Time, MLB 13, The Show, Uncharted, Golden Abyss. That's a good one. Same for Killzone, Mercenary. So all those games, minty fresh. He wanted 200, and I just said I couldn't do it. He said, well, this is the one thing he couldn't negotiate on. But I said, well, that's okay, I understand. You know, if you could take 150, I would do that. And he said, no, that's okay. Goes in the garage, and Grandpa approved it. So, 150 bucks for the Vita. And then for the rest of this stuff, 50 bucks. And I actually have two little figures that I forgot to grab. He texted me and said, hey, you left these things at the sale. So the figures are worth like 30 bucks, so keep that in mind when we're going through the stuff here. But basically, these books at the top, I paid $5. They're Enchanted World. It's a series of 5 of them. Those are probably worth about 30 bucks, 25, 30 bucks. So that's pretty cool. And then for all the systems, the Wii, both Xboxes, both PlayStations, paid $11. The only ones that he knows are working are one Wii and one Xbox. But I mean, the price was right. I basically paid $10 for the 2 working systems, and then the 3 that he wasn't sure about, he said, how about $1? And he threw in the bin with the lid. So I'm like, I'll take the bin with a lid for that. So that was a good deal. And then I asked for more games, and he brought out this stuff. The 2 PS4 games, The Division and Fallout 4, F-Zero GX, and then the 2 N64 Zeldas as well. And he said he's kind of an eBay seller, but he didn't want to like continue to do it. So he said, we both know these are worth money. I was pretty open with him about being a reseller and collector. And he said, so name a price that's fair. And I said, how about 30 bucks? And that was just for the Zelda games together. And he said, okay, I'll throw in these other 3. So I got Zelda, Majora's Mask, Ocarina, F-Zero GX, and the 2 PS4 games for 30 bucks. And then the 2 figures that I got in addition to this were $5, but they're not here. So $150 for the Vita bundle and $50 for all this stuff and the 2 figures. So that was an amazing stop, an amazing sale. It was super cold and early in the morning. There was frost on the ground, but sometimes that's how you get the deals. Alright, so I'm here with Brad, and he brought toys. I brought some of my trade-in games. So he's checking those out because he can sell them pretty good at the flea market, better than I could. So we're gonna see if we can work a little bit of a trade, maybe a little bit of cash. We'll see what happens. So Brad can sell DS games and GBA games pretty well, and Skylanders, and old sports games. So, alright, so this is the stuff Brad has taken. Bunch of games that he can do pretty well with at the flea market. And then I'm taking these things. Some Transformers, the Nerf. At the bottom is a Fisher-Price circus thing. And I threw in 20 bucks and we're good to go. Oh, and he found it.
The missing piece to his ultimate helicopter.
The missing G.I. Joe
the gun
thingamajig.
The gun, no, Wild Bill's helicopter.
That's the one I need. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
All right. So I had a friend of mine text me the other day and said, hey, I'm looking to get a Switch and want to see, if I can get fairly close to that by selling my retro games, so would you buy them? And I said, of course I would buy them. So he sent me a few pictures, had some pretty decent stuff, and I bought everything. So I'm going to flip it around and show you guys what I bought. So here's what I picked up from a friend of mine. We go to the same church, and he texted me and said, hey, I am saving up for a Switch, and I'm willing to get rid of all my retro games. Sent me some pictures of what he had. I said, okay, awesome. I can give you 170 bucks. And he was thrilled about that. I think he had gotten offered much less from some trade-in stores. So he was very happy with that amount, and it gets him pretty close to a Switch. So we're both happy. I usually offer about 50% of full retail on deals like this. So I would say, I paid 170 and everything maybe worth 340-ish. Maybe a little more depending on if Christmas spikes and all that kind of stuff. But definitely some good stuff here. So a stack of Genesis games, including Gargoyles, which is on the top. The Adventures of Batman and Robin, those are nice. There's Pac-Man, Castle of Illusion, Primal Rage, Alien 3, The Lion King, Aladdin, Toe Jam and Earl, Sonic 3, and then Street Fighter 2 and X-Men. Also, Crew Ball. So those are all the Genesis games. Then there's some pretty nice 64 games. We've got Donkey Kong 64, Star Wars Racer, Zelda Ocarina of Time, Milo's Astro Lanes, Diddy Kong Racing, Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64, and Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. A couple N64 controllers, both the Nintendo brand, they look good. Down there, I can get the gimbal to cooperate, we've got Spyro Ripto's Rage and it's that is Year of the Dragon, so Spyro 2 and 3 for PS1. A stack of PS2 games, nothing too special. Crash, Wrath of Cortex is in there, I Ninja, Ultimate Alliance Special Edition, Rayman 3, and some Lego games and Mortal Kombat. So decent games, nothing great. The PS2 system, a couple memory cards, controller, N64 with expansion pack. There's a Genesis controller. And then we've got Mario 3 and the bowling game. And then there's like a, third-party Nintendo and Sega Genesis, and then the other controllers and whatnot are in that bin. So definitely a solid pickup for 170 bucks, and hopefully Gordy will enjoy his Nintendo Switch. He's got young kids too, so they're gonna absolutely love it. That's a perfect system for kids and parents and families to all play together. So he's gonna love it. Thank you guys for watching Chase After the Right Price. We truly appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe right here. Go ahead and do that. It would be awesome. And when you subscribe, hit that little bell so you can get the notifications, because every Friday we put out a new video at 4 p.m. If you don't hit the bell, you won't get notified. So hit that and you'll get the notification. Also, guys, be sure to check us out on all social media. The links are below in the description. And have a great week. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.